You just made a decision that most women on this journey never make. You chose to take your emotional well being as seriously as your physical health. And I want you to understand why that matters more than you think. Because most women trying to conceive or navigating pregnancy are told the same thing: stay positive, reduce stress, just relax, and it will happen. As if you haven't been trying to do exactly that. As if just relax is an instruction that means anything when your body feels like a battleground and your mind won't stop running worst case scenarios at 2 a.m. You didn't settle for that advice. You went looking for something real. And that tells me everything I need to know about you. So, before you dive into what you just purchased, I want to spend a few minutes with you. Yes, because what I'm about to share is for a very few specific kind of women. Not every woman going through fertility struggles, not even most of them. Just the ones who have started to realize that the emotional weight of this journey, the anxiety, the grief, the loneliness, the constant uncertainty is not something they can just think their way out of. Let me tell you what I mean. What you just got will help you start releasing some of that heaviness. It will give you tools to regulate your nervous system, calm the noise in your mind, and feel more grounded on the days when everything feels like too much. And it works. The women who have used it will tell you that. And here's what I have seen happen after women start feeling a little better. They get relief, real relief, and then they hit a different kind of wall. Because the emotional weight of this journey doesn't arrive once and leave, it will come in waves. A failed cycle, a difficult scan, a pregnancy announcement from someone else, a comment from well-meaning relative that lands like a punch. And every time a new wave comes, they find themselves back at the beginning. Surviving, not living, that's not a relaxation problem, that's a regulation problem. And a single tool or even a handful of tools doesn't solve it alone. What solves it is a system, a method applied consistently with support. I know this because I went through it myself. Losing my first baby changed everything. I felt broken, disconnected from my career, my relationships, and the future I had imagined. Yes, I fought to find hope again. I realized how little emotional support exists for women navigating loss, infertility, and the uncertainty of motherhood. I was doing everything I was supposed to do, tracking everything, following every protocol, staying positive. But inside, I was exhausted in a way that no one around me seemed to understand. The grief of waiting, the fear of hoping, the isolation of carrying something this heavy, mostly alone. It took me a long time and a lot of searching to find what actually worked. Not just to feel better in the moment, but to genuinely shift out of survival mode. To feel peaceful, not just calm. Supported, not just coping. And once I found it, I spent years refining it into a method I could actually teach. That method is what I call the brain loop reset method. It's not a therapy, it's not medication, it's not another breathing exercise you will do once and forget. It's a structured emotional regulation system built specifically for women on the fertility journey that works with your nervous system instead of fighting it. Here's what it does. It helps you identify exactly where the emotional heaviness is coming from, not just the surface level, but the deeper patterns keeping you stuck in survival mode. It gives you a set of precise, repeatable tools to shift your emotional state so you're not dependent on a good day, a good scan result, or someone else's reassurance to feel okay. And it builds the kind of inner stability that holds even when the journey gets harder. Women who have gone through this work consistently tell me three things. They stop feeling like their emotions are running them. The people around them notice a shift. They seem calmer, more present, more themselves. And last but not the least, for the first time in a long time, they feel like they have actually handled whatever comes next. Now, I want to be honest with you. This is not for everyone. If you are in the very early stages of this journey and what you just purchased gives you what you need right now, stay with it. Let it work. But if you already know, if somewhere underneath the exhaustion, you know that what you need is not more information but deeper support, then what I'm about to invite you to might be the most important step you take this year. Not because you're not strong enough, because you have been strong enough for too long, alone. And you deserve a system that actually holds you through this, not just on the good days. Here's what I want you to do. There's a link below this video. It will take you to my calendar. Book a free call with me directly. On that call, we'll talk about exactly where you are right now, what you are feeling, what you have already tried, and what's still feeling heavy. We'll figure out together whether working more closely with me is the right next step for you. And if it is, I'll walk you through exactly what that looks like. If it's not, I'll tell you that honestly and point you toward what will actually help. Either way, you will leave that call with more clarity about your emotional health and this journey than you have had it in a long time. No pressure, no hard sell. It's just a real conversation with someone who has been where you are and found a way through. You have already done the hard part. You asked for help. Now let's make sure you get the right kind. Click the link below. Pick a time that works for you. I'll see you on the call.